Hello friend, how are you doing today? I just want to remind you that this is a transformation reading because just as nature is always growing, changing, transforming, you are also always in a continuous state of transformation. This reading is to help you identify where you currently are on your own journey so you can help you move forward with grace and understanding, because as you deal with these challenges and growing pain that comes with transformation, you can do it with a lot of resistance or you can do it with ease and grace. And the choice is really up to you. So let's figure out where we are now as of in this moment, and see what it is that we can do to move forward. So we're just going to ask these cards specifically, where are we now? And what is it that we need to know about now to help us understand how to move forward? This bottom card was really feeling me out. All right, first card, Secret Temptation, being led astray. So secret temptation is one of those where it's like you think you know what you want. You think you know what the obvious answer is, but the thing is there's more underneath the surface. And because you're not dealing with the root issue, you're dealing with the symptom, you're being led astray by all the cures for your symptom. What do I mean by that? Let's stick with the easiest and the most obvious. I need more money. It's easy to say I need more money and that money is going to fix all my problems. And yes, I'm not saying that more money isn't going to help, but what I'm getting at here, is it really a money problem or is there something underneath the surface? So I'm going to be very real with you. For me, it wasn't a money problem, it was a spending problem. I had a scarcity mindset where if I didn't get what I wanted then, it was going to disappear. And so I never allowed myself savings. So for me, it was a saving problem and it was a spending problem. It was like one of those where I had to find trust in myself and I had to find trust in the universe. And it boiled down to that it wasn't a money problem, it was a trust problem. So when I see secret temptation, being led astray, the first thing I'm understanding is what the obvious problem isn't the problem. There's something underneath the surface. And what you're focusing on now is just surface level, is just symptom. It is not the actual root of the issue. And being led astray is you allowing yourself to chase all the shiny objects that I like to call, where it's like, take this class and it's going to fix your problems. Do this and it's going to fix your problems. Watch this and it's going to fix your problems. All those are leading you astray from the actual issue. Soul fragments. Balance will be restored. So you see how this card looks like an explosion, and honestly it looks like a person's head is being blown off, but like also that's a tree and this is water, but it also looks like darkness and it looks like an attack. What's happening here is chaos, and if you've been with me, you know that I'm a big firm believer in that chaos is where the magic happens. The reason being is because in chaos is where you find yourself, you find your anchor. It's where you find the root. So this is saying soul fragments, balance will be restored. Okay, right now you're in a space and a place that's not comfortable. I get that. This is what I learned with this card. But what's being asked of you is to find that balance, is to gather those soul fragments that are inside of you. And I'm not saying gather as like they're not already there. It's more like remembering. It's more like clearing off the dust, and it's more like uncovering the real truth. Because the truth is, like, what's going on inside of you that's causing this issue is more about you listening to other people's stories, other people's truths, and then adapting it as your own. And we're programmed to do this. This isn't just like a you thing. This is like literally our society. We're programmed to, take in all the information that came from us as we were growing up and we were being raised, and saying that that's the truth when it's not. Your own personal truth is much deeper and much more authentic and true to you. And it's not your mom's truth. It's not your dad's truth. It's not your grandpa's truth. It's not your teacher's truth. It's not any of theirs. Your truth is different, but your truth has been wrapped up and covered in so many other people's voices and truths that it's about time for you to find your own. And so sometimes, yes, things need to burn. Sometimes the water needs to come and wash things clean. The purpose of this is to help you find your truth, to help you find your real anchor. And then we got birth of creation, potential growth. Let's get back to this card just for a second, because if this is a flood or a fire, after a flood and a fire, the ground is always so more fertile and so much more receptible for just growing things and allowing things to come back. So the fact that we got that and then we have birth, creation, potential growth is telling me that what you're going through sucks. I'm not going to take that away from you. But what you're going through is something that's going to help you. This is an egg. And this egg hatches in the right conditions. You don't get to know what those conditions are. You also are the one that has to create the conditions, which is aggravating. I know. I get this all the time from my own spirit guides. So hear me out when I say the right conditions are the ones that lead you to your authenticity, to your personal truth. It's the stripping away of what isn't serving you and what's holding you back. It's stripping away from those limiting beliefs. It's stripping away from that critical voice. It's stripping you away from an ego-driven life into a more divinely guided life. And birth of creation is going to be something that you experience over and over again. I have given myself, I don't know how many different births in my lifetime, in the sense of I came to be a new person. I came to be someone that I was proud of and that was better than the older version of me. And then I found out that version of me, I outgrew that version too. And so think of it that every time that you're birthing creation, you're outgrowing this version of yourself that's just holding you back. Think of it like a snake shedding skin. It's what you're doing. That is the creation that you're working right now. Spiritual evolution. Set your heart free. This goes along with everything I was just talking about. This goes along with the fact that I said something about shedding skin, becoming a snake, the multiple times that I have birthed my own creation. This is exactly what it's about. Right now, it feels uncomfortable. Right now, it sucks. Right now, you're not in a happy place, and I get that. And I'm not trying to say that, you deserve the suffering or that, this was your own doing. What I'm getting at, though, is that they call it growing pains for a reason. So, yes, it's uncomfortable and it sucks. Don't get me wrong. I've been there. I've done that, and I hate it too. But this is necessary in order for you to set yourself free, in order for you to live a fully whole life, in order for you to find yourself, and then find yourself again, and then find yourself again. And it does get easier. It's not always going to be this difficult. It's up to you, though, whether you're going to do it kicking and screaming and full of resistance, or if you're going to let yourself go with the flow and allow yourself to trust that spirit is divinely guiding you, that you are being protected, and that, yes, life is happening, but remembering that it's not happening to you and that it's happening for you. I'm curious to find out what's keeping us in a blind state. And I'm calling it a blind state because of the Secret Temptation card here, which tells me that we think we know what the problem is, but that there's more underneath the surface that we really need to get to. Come back, you two. So I know whenever I do bridge that yes, cards fly, but I always find it interesting what cards do fly, and Birth of Creation, Spiritual Evolution are the ones that flew and not Soul Fragments. And for me, that's that reminder that what you're looking for and what you're asking for almost feels out of reach for you, when it's not. It's just a breath away. So take that if it resonates. If not, just leave it. All right, so what is keeping us blind? What is keeping us from seeing the full iceberg instead of just the tip of it? I'll get to that card, see if it's supposed to be sideways or upright. All right, Ace of Pentacles in its reverse position. So straight up, that tells me that you have the ability right now, to do what it is that you want, to start from scratch almost, to just create yourself as you are. And when I think of the Ace of Pentacles, I think of a blank canvas and how paralyzing that blank canvas can be. How uncomfortable it is to make those first strokes, to make the first marks, because sometimes you're just like, well, what if I screw it up? And I want to remind you that Pentacles is not just about your finances. It's about your time and energy, because you spend time and you spend energy. So here, what I'm gathering is that you have abundance of time and energy that you have access to now, and you don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to utilize it. And because of that, we're finding ourselves paralyzed. When the real question that we need to ask ourselves is what happens when we just start, when we just do, when we just start moving? Because doing nothing is going to be the greatest disadvantage to you than doing something. Because think of that blank canvas I talked about in the beginning of this card. If you draw something on that canvas, that is better than nothing. At least that canvas is being used. Versus you just keeping it blank, that is almost a waste. 5 of Pentacles. Okay? So this tells me that we are in, a difficult position. I get that. But I asked what was keeping us blind. And what's keeping you blind is literally that you keep focusing on the symptom. The symptom here is that you feel like the reason why you can't succeed is because of what is obvious. And you're not allowing yourself or willing yourself to go internal to find out what could really be the cause. So with the example that I gave about, with money and me having a spending problem and a savings problem, it was scarcity mindset. I grew up with a depression baby grandpa who made me aware that if I ever have anything, I need to utilize it and take it right away because it might not be there tomorrow. That was his reality, and that's how I lived. And then my mother, who did her best, but there was plenty of times that, we went without too sometimes. And it's one of those realities where it's like the real reason that I was struggling with money was because I believed that that's what I had to do when I had money. When truth is, that was their truth, not my own truth. And I had to reshape and I had to regrow. So are you looking squarely at the symptom, or are you trying to find the problem? Knight of Wands in its reverse position. So impulsive, so willing to jump from thing to thing, so willing to be like, okay, it's this, or this is my answer, or this is the quick thing. Like literally, this Knight of Wands in its reverse position is the same card right here. It's just the Knight of Wands tells me that we're being impulsive and that we're not seeing things through and that we're not making educated decisions and that we are just going after shiny thing after shiny thing. I literally have always called the Knight of Wands in its reverse position going after shiny object syndrome. So we need to, instead of just being impulsive and sometimes even compulsive, we need to give ourselves the ability to slow down and see what's right in front of us. 10 of Cups. Okay. So 10 of Cups is normally a card where when I see it, I'm like, okay, good things are coming to you. You're getting your happily ever after. You're getting your wish come true. This time I'm getting a completely different message though. I'm understanding that you think this 10 of Cups is out of reach, that you can't achieve it, and that it's never going to happen. And it's funny because I picked the rainbow deck today, just because I could, to be honest. But the message that Spirit is giving me is like, you believe that your 10 of Cups can only be found like the pot of gold at an end of a rainbow. And literally, like, the card shows a rainbow going into these cups. So for you, your 10 of Cups is almost not even realistic or obtainable. Not saying that it isn't obtainable, it 100% is, but that's what you believe. You believe you will never get your 10 of Cups because it's no different than that pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. But that's not true. I want to ask for the next steps. The next steps to help us identify the full root of the issue and help us to connect, our 10 of Cups, that pot at the end of the rainbow, into our reality, to see that it's not just a make-believe thing, but it's a very real thing that can be obtained. Because what you're going through is clearly a spiritual journey, even if it doesn't feel like this is somehow spiritual. I know it is because you have spiritual evolution and you have, like, these 3 cards tell me this is all divinely led. And I get that. But you've got to understanding that what you're going through right now isn't just punishment. It's to help you see, again, that what's underneath the tip of the iceberg. The card that flipped up first. Rebirth. Giving yourself a second chance. Birth of creation, anybody? rebirth, giving yourself a second chance. The fact that you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is always new beginnings in this upright or reverse position, and the Five of Pentacles, all about giving yourself a second chance, rebirth. I mean, this is almost like a phoenix rising through the ashes type of moment right here. And what I love about rebirth is it is that understanding that, you know, you're not starting from scratch. You're giving yourself a second chance. You're forgiving, you're giving yourself grace. And when I say forgiving, I'm not necessarily talking about other people, but you're forgiving yourself. You're giving yourself grace. You're giving yourself understanding. Give yourself a second chance. If you're willing to give other people second chances, you sure as hell better be willing to give yourself a second chance. Why are my cards crooked today? I don't know. Then we got effort. Conquering your demons. All right. I love this. This card is glorious here because it's talking about you getting to that root issue, and it's telling you it's going to take effort. You need to go internal. You need to do the work. You need to go inward in order to make this happen. These two cards kind of pair up magically with each other, especially with the fire. And that's still like a tree and fire. I just love that imagery right there. But understand that this isn't going to just happen because you say a bunch of affirmations. This is going to be real work. You're going to have to do stuff. You're going to have to journal. You're going to have to set boundaries. You're going to have to enforce those boundaries. You're going to have to, you know, give up things about yourself that allowed you to be in the position that you are now that aren't serving you. So that way you can be the person that you want to be who doesn't do those things anymore. So, effort. Conquering your demons. This is something that you can do. It's, you know, getting those other voices to stop talking. It's getting those, and when I'm talking about voices, I'm talking about your parents' voice. I'm talking about your grandparents' voice. I'm talking about all the people in your life who told you how to live the right way, which is the wrong way for you. It's reclaiming your own sovereignty. Healing, restoring hope. I love just the calmness of this card. And it's that reminder that as you're going through this, as you're putting the effort in, as you're conquering your demons, that, you know, healing and restoring hope really do go hand in hand. I also love the symmetry of these two cards. Like, it's the blue with the light. And what I'm understanding from these messages from Spirit too is that a lot of your healing is going to come from tears. You're going to have to break down to break through. You're going to have to break through in order to get the aha moment. You're going to have to release something. And it's going to feel uncomfortable, but you can do it. And I will say, anytime I've had a breakdown to get through a breakthrough, or to get to a breakthrough, it's one of those where in the moment it sucks, in the moment it's uncomfortable, and I hate the amount of crying I have to do because it gives me a headache, my sinuses get swollen. And yes, taking a crying in the shower is like beneficial, don't get me wrong, but like sometimes it's not enough. And the breakdown to the breakthrough, I don't appreciate it the first day. I don't even appreciate it the second day. But like a week later, I can tell a difference. And if you're somebody who refuses to cry, that's part of your problem. You're gonna have to let it out some way. And tears are healing. Ooh, inspiration. Alright, so this Oracle deck's a little different than the others, where it like kind of has major arcana in it. It's got like 4 or 5 major arcana cards. And so inspiration is coming through, and it's that reminder to find inspiration, not just internal, but through spirit as well. Find your own inspiration. Find somebody that you know that has gone through a similar situation, that has pulled themselves out of it, and use them as inspiration. You can go to YouTube and find people like this. You can go to Facebook and find people like this. You can find groups. You can go to, you know, networking things. You can go to the library even. Like, there are people that can help you. Not saying you have to have another person. It can be yourself. You can be you going internal. It can be you working with the divine. That could be your inspiration too. But remember why you did this. Remember what sparked this journey. Remember what started this and the version of you that you want to see yourself as, and let that inspire you to move forward. Maybe you need to create a vision board. You can do it on Pinterest. You can do it, the old school magazine way. Do what you have to, but let yourself be constantly inspired so that way you can move forward. I'm just asking for some encouragement now, because this was definitely a tough love reading. This was definitely one where I'm asking a lot of you. Actually, Spirit's asking a lot of you. I'm just the messenger. So remember that. I am just the messenger. But Spirit is asking a lot of you, and they are asking you to go through some heavy stuff and do some heavy stuff. Having to realize your own stuff to figure out the root of your own causes instead of just finding the easy way out is one of the most humbling experiences you can go through. But when you get through the other end of it, it's pretty awesome. Collaboration achieves greater goals. All right, so with inspiration, I felt called to tell you to seek out other people. Collaborate, work with other people, find an accountability partner, whatever it is that you need to do. If you don't have actual people in your life that will support you, then, like I said, use social media. There are so many things and options out there. You don't have to go at this alone. The fact that you've been going at it alone for so long might be part of what's holding you back, because when you feel so isolated, you have no one to talk to, it feels lonely. So, and if you want to get it off your chest now, say something in the comments, put it in there. Let yourself find hope and peace with others. Discovery. Discover the treasures within. Follow your passion. Once again, something that's telling you to go in. Go inward. Once again, we got this red color. It's just popping up everywhere. Actually, even collaboration has a red color. Not all of these cards have red on them. I know that. So, discovery. Discover the treasures within. Follow your passion. If you don't know where to find inspiration, find something you're passionate about. Whether it be music, whether it be dancing, whether it be paint, crocheting, gardening, whatever your passion is in. Find inspiration in that. And sometimes when you give into that inspiration, you'll actually find the answers that you've been looking for. Another inspiration card. Inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. Okay, that one's not super orange. I swear not all of them are orange. All right. Inspiration. Inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. Again, give into passion, give into desire, give into the drive. I'm not saying do it in a way that's going to cost you. I'm saying do it in a way that's going to help you, that's going to allow you to grow. Allow yourself to give into inspiration. Allow yourself to find, the passion to do things, because a lot of times when we're really in our head, action is what gets us out of it. But let it be inspired action. Let it be divinely guided action. Let it be action that has purpose. And we'll put inspiration on the inspiration card, because why not? I've got joy. Joy is the dance of the soul. Enjoy every movement. Now this one kind of feels like a slap in the face. I get that, because everything we're going through, not fun. And then we get the joy card, right? Okay, well, hear me out. Joy is asking you to enjoy the dance, enjoy every moment. Joy is not coming and saying that things are going to be easy, things are going to be plentiful. It's to find joy in the moment. It's to find something in the present. It's to put yourself in the now. And I don't care how desolate you are in your current space right now. I don't care. You can find joy in something. At my lowest of lows, when I was going to possibly have to live in my car with my cat, I still found joy through music. I still found joy in a cloud. And those were the things that helped me to move forward. So, joy. Joy is the dance of the soul. Enjoy every moment. It's not that you have to necessarily be toxic positivity in everything that's going on. It's just when you feel that overwhelm, when you feel that desperation, when you feel like there's no getting out of it, Find something to be happy about. Find joy. There is always a reason for joy. Also, because you got inspiration twice, allow yourself to follow the joy that you get from that inspiration, because there is something about you being inspired that is super important for this next phase. And I understand that right now this is not an easy answer. This was a lot of go internal and really connect, but that's because the work that you have to do is internal, and it's only going to be specific to you. Because this is a general reading, I cannot get more specific than that. If you do want a more specific reading, there is a link in the description below. But this is your reading for today. If you have any questions or you wanted to let me know what resonates, go ahead and put it in the comments. But I also want to let you know how proud I am of you. Because here's the thing. I know you're going to do this. I know you're going to get through this, and I know you're going to come out the other side amazing. Why do I know this? Because your heart has heard every word and something has resonated, something has clicked. And if you can't believe in yourself, let me believe in you for you. Because you got this. You're amazing. I love you so much. I cannot wait to hear your success story, and I cannot wait to see you again soon. Bye-bye.